Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we retaken a deep dive into one of America's most iconic and enduring symbols. The White House. More than just a building, it's a living, breathing testament to the story of America itself, from its earliest days right up to the present. So, buckle up, because we're about to embark on a fascinating journey through history. Before there was even a president living there, the idea of a presidential residence was already sparking debate. George Washington himself oversaw the selection of the site and the design competition. Imagine, back in 1792, Irish-born architect James Hoban won the competition with his elegant, neoclassical design. It wasn't just about building a house, it was about creating a symbol of a new nation, a beacon of democracy. Construction began in 1792, involving a diverse workforce that included enslaved and free African Americans, as well as European immigrants. Their hands literally shaped this monumental structure, laying the foundations for what would become the most famous address in the country. It's a powerful reminder that the White House, like America, was built by many different people, with many different stories. It wasn't quite finished when John Adams, our second president, became its first resident in 1800. Can you imagine moving into a half-finished house? His wife, Abigail Adams, famously wrote about using empty rooms to hang laundry. Talk about making a home out of an official residence. They truly brought life into those nascent walls. But the White House's early years were not without drama. Fast forward to 1814. During the War of 1812, British troops marched into Washington, D.C., and set fire to the building. It was a devastating blow, but not the end. Dolly Madison, the incredibly resourceful First Lady at the time, famously saved important artifacts, including the iconic Gilbert Stuart portrait of George Washington, before evacuating. Her bravery is a legendary part of White House lore. After the fire, the building was extensively reconstructed. It was painted white to cover the scorch marks, and that's how it officially earned its popular nickname, the White House. Before that, it was simply known as the President's House. This transformation from burned-out shell to gleaming white symbol perfectly embodies America's resilience and ability to rebuild and emerge stronger. As the nation grew, so did the White House and its role. Throughout the 19th century, presidents and their families adapted the space, reflecting changing times and technologies. Imagine Abraham Lincoln pacing those halls during the Civil War, making decisions that would forever change the course of the nation. Each room holds echoes of pivotal moments, profound debates, and immense personal sacrifices. The 20th century brought even more significant changes. Theodore Roosevelt, known for his energetic personality, added the West Wing in 1902, creating dedicated office spaces and moving the executive offices out of the residential quarters. This marked a crucial shift, separating the president's work life from his family life within the same complex. Think about how busy modern presidents are. They needed a functional workspace. Later, in 1909, President William Howard Taft expanded the West Wing and created the iconic Oval Office. Yes, that famous, instantly recognizable room where so many momentous decisions have been made wasn't even part of the original design. It just goes to show how adaptable and evolving this historic building truly is. During the Great Depression and World War II, Franklin D. Roosevelt governed from the White House, conducting his famous fireside chats from its very rooms, speaking directly to the American people and offering reassurance during challenging times. His presence in those halls still feels palpable, a reminder of leadership during crisis. One of the biggest renovations in the White House's history happened in the late 1940s and early 1950s under President Harry S. Truman. The building was in such a state of disrepair, with structural weaknesses and collapsing floors, that it was almost completely gutted and rebuilt from the inside out, while preserving its historic exterior. Truman and his family even had to live in Blair House across the street during the extensive overhaul. It was a massive undertaking, ensuring the White House would stand strong for generations to come. From the civil rights movement, championed by presidents like Lyndon B. Johnson, to the space race and technological revolutions, the White House has been the nerve center of America's progress and struggles. It's witnessed protests and celebrations, welcomed world leaders and everyday citizens, and adapted to every new challenge and triumph the nation has faced. Think about the sheer number of lives and stories intertwined with this building. Every president, every first lady, every child who called it home, every staff member who walked its halls has left an imprint. It's a place where history isn't just recorded, it's made, day in and day out. Even today, as technology advances and global challenges evolve, the White House continues its role as a focal point. It's a place where tradition meets modernity, where the past informs the present, and where the future is constantly being shaped. It symbolizes not just the office of the presidency, but the enduring spirit of American democracy itself. It is truly incredible to think about how this single building has stood strong for over 200 years, adapting, rebuilding, and reflecting the complex, dynamic narrative of the United States. It's a powerful reminder that history is not static. It's a continuous story, and the White House is right at its heart, narrating America's journey from its earliest days to the unfolding present. So, the next time you see an image of the White House, I hope you'll remember not just the current events, but also the incredible tapestry of history woven into its very foundation. It's a place of challenges and triumphs, of personal stories and national destinies. Thank you so much for joining me on this historical journey. If you enjoyed learning about the White House, please hit that like button, share this video with a friend, and don't forget to subscribe for more fascinating historical content. We love having you here. See you next time.